had a technical difficulty, so I'm going to recap to you what happened exactly with those picks. With the first pick, Patrick Gavigan selected Khalil Mack out of the University of Buffalo to go with the Houston Texans and J.J. Watt. Probably a good scheme fit and really shook the hosts, and which would now lead to Dave picking at number 2 the Rams, taking Jadeveon Clowney as the best player available to go with that great pass rush in St. Louis. Then number 3, Brendan had a little bit of a surprise when he had the Bills trade up to get Sammy Watkins, with the Jaguars moving back to number 9. Number 4, I had the Cleveland Browns select Johnny Manziel as they decided not to wait for a quarterback and select someone like Derek Carr. Instead, they go with a guy that I know they like secretly and get a great player to lead that franchise. Number 5, the Oakland Raiders. Patrick Gavigan had the Raiders taking Mike Evans to go with James Jones and Denarius Moore and Matt Schaub in that Raiders rebuilding offense. So a good pick there. Number 6, the Atlanta Falcons select Greg Robinson. A great player who's really gonna be he's gonna be a really good player. And number 7, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Odell Beckham. Real surprise here by Brendan as Dave took.
You should see what I said.
All right, we're back now on the NFL offseason mock draft, and we are at the number 8 pick where I am on the clock with the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to give a quick overlay of what's happened so far. PG took Khalil Mack from the Texans. Dave took Jadeveon Clowney from the Rams. Brendan, a surprise trade with the Bills, gets Sammy Watkins. I take Johnny Manziel for the Browns. PG gets Mike Evans to the Raiders. Dave gets Greg Robinson to the Falcons, a pure steal at the tackle position. And Brendan, with a little bit of a surprise but a nice value, picked the Buccaneers, get Odell Beckham, the receiver out of LSU. I'm on the clock with the Minnesota Vikings. An easy pick here. The Vikings like quarterback Blake Bortles. I think they're going to take him here. They like a more traditional quarterback with Mike Zimmer. They got a guy that's going to have a lot of high ceiling, a good amount of upside to go with Adrian Peterson. He can rely on that run game. So I like Blake Bortles to go to the Minnesota Vikings here. Number 9, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock.
All right.
Patrick Gavigan.
I am up with the Jacksonville Jaguars, and this might come as a surprise, but since they traded down, this might be a reasonable pick. Jaguars get quarterback Derek Carr.
Ooh, over Teddy Bridgewater. Interesting pick. You guys agree or disagree with Bridgewater being below Carr?
I completely agree.
All right, well, I'm up now. Time for the Lions. So, the slide of Jake Matthews, and he's gonna fall out of the top 10, which is surprising. You don't see that much. But
See what much?
mock drafts where
I thought you meant like always.
well, great, yeah. All right. Anyway, with the 10th pick, the Detroit Lions select Justin Gilbert, cornerback, Oklahoma State.
Over Clinton Dix.
He's a safety.
The Lions
But they still need,
secondary.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where they are in the secondary as long as
And
they get secondary.
They have Darius Slay across. They got the second round from Mississippi State last year at corner, so they can add to the upside there at corner. I like that pick.
All right.
The number 11 Tennessee Titans goes to Brendan Harrington.
I think this is an easy pick for the Titans. They need help at pretty much every position, being probably the worst roster in the NFL right
Can I guess your pick?
Yeah.
Is it Anthony Barr?
No.
Oh.
Brendan's never gonna go with the pick.
It's offensive tackle Jake Matthews.
They have a great line.
Who?
They have one of the best lines in the league.
Alright,
Levitri and
who's their
Chance
tackles?
Warmack. They could use another right
Who's their
tackle.
Yeah.
Andy Levitri. Correct?
He's not a tackle.
He's not a tackle?
Yeah, he's a
guard.
guard.
Hold on.
Well, then they got two
Andy
really good dudes.
Levitri. He
He's
is
a
a
guard. We already know that.
guard.
Okay. Next on the... Okay. I have the New York Giants.
Yes.
Interesting. I'm going to go the offensive lineman from Notre Dame, Zack Martin.
Over
I
Taylor.
like that. I like that.
Yes.
He's had off-field problems, baby.
There's been
It's
reports...
not all about on the field, buddy.
There's been
Most of
reports
it
that the
is.
Giants like Zack Martin over Taylor Lewan.
Over Tyler Lewin.
Lewin.
Taylor Lewan, is it?
Yeah.
Taylor
Did you listen to
Lewan.
that?
So, Zack Martin can play both guard and offensive tackle. He's got high upside, and the Giants need a lot of help on the offensive line, as you saw what Eli Manning did last year.
All right.
Wait, before we get to the next pick, is Eli Manning on the decline, or was last year just a product of how bad that roster was?
He's on the incline, baby.
That's.
I think he will return to a solid form if he gets help in this draft, and in the next couple of years, the Giants do what he needs and to help him out.
They could use another receiver maybe too. They
Yeah.
lost second picks, but they do have Rupert.
Randall, yeah, I like Randall.
And Victor Cruz.
Okay,
They
next
also
up,
have
Jernigan?
Brandon Jacobs.
Alright, just go to them.
Okay,
Zay
at
Jones.
13, the St. Louis Rams. PG, you are up.
Okay, so since he has fallen from the Lions and through to them, I have the Rams taking Clinton Dix.
Good pick.
That's
I
a
have
good
that as well in my mock draft. Good safety to go along with TJ McDonald out of USC last year. I think it's a pretty good pick.
Do you think the Rams made a good trade back with RG3?
Yes, that was a great trade. Now with this
I do.
draft coming with
But I
this
think this is the
draft,
time to take a quarterback
Yeah.
at 13 maybe if one of them fell, but not
No,
who they
Sam-
are now. If
No.
Manziel
I like Sam
fell,
Bradford.
I'm running to the podium.
I like
Yeah.
Sam Bradford. He played well last year until he got injured.
Bradford. Yeah, Bradford. We
Bradford
still
has
have
one
yet
of
to
them.
see
There was
some
a
stuff from
huge
Bradford
drop-off
that.
with Colin Clemens, too.
Besides Blaine Gabbert, Sam Bradford I think was like third or second in fewest yards per attempt on passes.
Last
so.
year? Or
I
his
don't, I'm not sure the exact. I think over his entire career so far.
Well, I said they upgraded last year.
Okay, 14. The Chicago Bears. Dave, you are on the clock.
Alright, I was going to consider Clinton Dix for this pick, but since he's off the board, makes my selection a bit easier. And I will take Aaron Donald, defensive tackle out of Pitt.
Love the pick. At first, a lot of people were having Timmy Jernigan go there, and now everyone's been going with Aaron Donald, who is more of a pass rusher. I like that pick. 15. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Brendan, you are on the clock.
I think the Steelers are going to go with Anthony Barr out of UCLA.
Okay.
I need pretty much everything on the defensive side since they're so old.
But they did get the Jarvis Jones out of last year, who was projected to be an
But
early
But you listen to this though too.
top 10
That's
pick.
one
Yeah,
side.
there's one side.
Yeah.
They also lost Lamar Woodley, so they need to add another side. And
Yeah.
if Barr, if it's best player available, this is a pure value pick.
Oh,
Okay, I'm on the clock for the 16 Dallas Cowboys. Sorry,
Cowgirls with
I'm
Tony
Eagles
Homo.
pride. Ooh. Johnny Manziel is here. I was thinking about maybe going there because Jerry Jones is all about the limelight, but he is not. And the Cowboys, like the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants, need a lot of help on defense. Even though I had the Giants taking an alignment, I like Calvin Pryor, the safety out of Louisville. So, I mean, they haven't had an impact safety in quite some time. So,
I have a question. If Barr had fallen, would you have taken him or still went with Calvin Pryor?
I went with Barr.
I thought so.
Lost to Marcus Ware, lost Jay Ratliff. So,
Also, you've seen Coney Ely being projected here. But
yeah, I mean, Cody Ely's a good player too. I think anyone in the defense, the Cowboys
Yeah.
need a total recall. Okay, 17, the Baltimore Ravens.
I have the Baltimore Ravens. Eric Ebron, University,
Nice.
North Carolina.
Not a good
They
pick
need
for them. Good pick for you, not good pick for them. That might happen. But it's,
They need some help on the receiving end, especially on the offensive, especially at the tight end position. Now, since they have
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith and
And they could use
Torrey
someone
Smith.
that's like they need more tough receivers.
Yeah.
Like they had Anquan Boldin,
Yeah.
who won them a Super Bowl
they still have
basically.
Dennis Pitta. I feel like they
Yeah, they do.
Dennis
I
Pitta,
thought
but
They re-signed him on
Yeah.
like a one-year deal.
That's a good pick though. I really like that pick. Also, I've been hearing a lot interest at the 49ers. If Odell Beckham's available, they want to move up in one of these picks and take him. All right, New York Jets, number 18. Dave, you are on the clock.
All right. I'm gonna put a receiver here, and I've been trying to decide with the recent rise of Odell Beckham, who I'm gonna put here. And although the Jets have been known to like Brandon Cooks, and since Beckham's off the board, I'm gonna go with Brandon Cooks, receiver out of Oregon State.
Okay.
This might not be a popular pick between this room and in Miami, but I can see the Dolphins taking C.J. Mosley out of Alabama. It's a pick.
I can see that. I mean, they need
I could see that too.
defense. And the thing is that all the linemen. Ooh, Taylor Lewan.
He's still there. I don't know how he
They
got
don't need
there.
him though. They already have
They lost Jake Long to
Dude,
the
this
Rams,
This is a
though.
plummet.
I forgot about Jake
Yeah,
Long,
I would have put Luan there.
Oh,
Ooh.
Are you sure you don't want to change your pick?
I will not change my pick. I am completely confident with that pick actually happening in the NFL draft, since I think Taylor Lewan will be gone.
Yeah, but why did the Dolphins need an inside linebacker when they have Ellerby?
He's not an inside linebacker. He's more
Yes,
of a
he
outside.
is.
No, he's not.
He was their middle linebacker last year.
Alright, it's about the future.
I'm saying Ellerby's a 3-year linebacker. I'm not
future.
gonna. All right. Okay.
What is that?
Number 20, the Arizona Cardinals. I am on the clock. And as much as I'd like to take Taylor Lewan with this pick, they spent a lot of money getting Jared Veldier from the Raiders, an offensive tackle, so I think they're going to go on the defensive side. Add another pass rusher to go with Darnell Dockett and Calais Campbell. I like D Ford out of Auburn.
D Ford.
And also, people have been saying that he can make the switch to outside linebacker if they need him to, in case a team like the Eagles, if he falls, snatches him up.
All right.
21, Green Bay Packers. The fan gets his team.
Yes, I am a huge Packers fan, and I've been following this pick for a long time. And I think this will be probably a steal at the position they are right now. I have them taking cornerback out of Michigan State, Darqueze Dennard.
Yeah, I don't think Darqueze Dennard will fall this far.
2 guys have plummeted in our mock draft.
Darqueze
And
Dennard.
one has been picked up.
And even Jake Matthews fell farther than
Yeah.
that's not going to happen in the real draft.
I mean, you never know, but
It's
you
the NFL
can't
draft.
blame because how deep the skill positions are this year. I mean, you just never know. But number 22, the Philadelphia Eagles. Dave, you are on the clock. Make this pick good.
All right, well,
And wait, hold on. And do not select Teddy Bridgewater. Please.
They don't need another Matt Barkley.
well, I guess. But there's been a lot of talk of receivers here, and I guess that guy would be Marquise Lee or
Kelvin Benjamin.
yeah. Or a cornerback, and there's a couple guys, but I'm gonna go with Coney Ely, defensive end, out of Missouri. Louis' favorite college team.
Mizzou.
Favorite college team going to my favorite football team.
I can see the Chiefs taking a receiver here. And with that pick, I think the Chiefs will select Brandon Cooks out of Oregon.
He was already gone. It's the second time you've done that today.
Marquise Lee and Calvin Benjamin are on the board.
Oh. I thought you just took Marquise Lee. Okay. Pick. The Chiefs will select.
You gotta pay attention.
Yeah.
The Chiefs will select
The Death Stare.
Marquise Lee, USC. I don't know why I said that.
Andy Reid needs a speedster to go with. Oh wow.
Oh,
Dwayne Bowe.
who do they have in? Who do they have in Kansas
Donnie
City?
Avery was their second receiver last year.
No,
Steve
and Dexter McCluster.
Okay, he was
gone.
good, but added
He's
more
gone?
skill.
He's in
He was
Tennessee.
good. He had a couple. Of
Yeah, he's in Tennessee now. Dexter McCluster.
Add Marquise Lee, a speedster. I'm just saying, look what Reid did with Deshaun Jackson when he was there. Could be pretty special there. All right, number 24, the Cincinnati Bengals.
All right.
This is my pick, bud.
Yeah. I know.
Stay
I
with
am
my pick.
going. Oh yeah, that's right. It's yours.
I'm like, what?
I am going to let you have it.
Bradley Roby, corner out of Ohio State.
Nickel Roby's brother.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Listen, just like his brother, he's a versatile player. He can play in the slot, on the outside. Also, he's a great special teams player. Listen to who the Bengals have at corner. They have Terrence 50-year-old Newman, Leon No Legs Hall,
Terry Newman.
Adam Pac-Man Run from the Ghost Jones, and Drake Kirkpatrick, who has
Doesn't have a good nickname.
he's brittle. He hasn't, I don't know how many games in 2 years he started, 3 or 4. They need corners, and I think the Bengals are going to add on this defense. But don't be surprised if someone like Teddy Bridgewater goes here. I don't know if they believe in Andy Dalton as the answer. They've held off on contract. They have not re-signed him to a long-term deal yet, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
PG, you're on the clock.
I thought the last one was mine. I was gonna go with the same thing either way.
There is Kyle Fuller on the clock as the corner.
All right.
And Jason Barrett. Jason Barrett as well.
Debatable.